Ladies, welcome back to Sisterland Investors. I am your host, Elizabeth. We're here today to help busy moms, professional women like yourselves discover freedom, wealth, legacy through land investing. From dreams to deed, ladies, welcome back. I'm super excited that every single one of you're here, you're watching. I hope everyone had a great, fabulous weekend. I'll tell you a little bit about us. We had my daughter's birthday. It was a fun day. Well, fun week because she's been celebrating for over 2 weekends and I can't keep up with all these celebrations, but we're grateful she's healthy. She had a great weekend. I hope every single one of you here had a great weekend. If you're from Houston, which I am, our Houston Astros are out of the playoffs. I'm devastating. We love baseball here at home and they're out. They're not any longer in the playoffs. So I don't know who I'm going to be rooting for the playoffs. I want to know who you're rooting for. Let me know. Today's podcast is from dreams to deeds. And of course, building the legacy that you want for your children and family through this journey. I mean, literally deeds to land because every one of us has dreams for our family. But the question is, how do we turn these dreams into something real? Not only something real, but something lasting, something our kids can inherit. And not just our kids. This is the thing, moms. We need to think not just for ourselves and our kids. We have to think for their kids and their great kids. The way things are moving, they go so fast. Next thing you know, you'll be having grandkids. I pray not anytime soon, but when they do come, you have some land for them to run around. So grab your coffee, ladies, take a deep breath and let's dig in because this is possible. Every single one of you here could generate generational wealth. It starts with the dream, with the vision. Every single one of you here has a vision, has a dream. You can make it into reality. Let's start here. How many times have you dreamed of more time with your kids? I know I have. I think for those that don't know, I started my journey into how do I spend more time with my kids? How do I ask my boss for another day off because I want to take her to the zoo or I want to go have lunch with her at school or I want to read. I want to be the volunteer that reads to my kids. That's how this desire burned inside of me that wanted to spend more time with back then I just had my daughter and I would hear it over and over, write them down. Oprah said it. A lot of people would say, write down your goals, your dreams, and they will come true if you have faith, if you believe. And I had faith. I have huge, tremendous faith. We in our family been brought up with faith and I believe God put that desire for a reason. So I wrote it down. I want to start my own business that I could work from home. I had no clue what it was. And this is how land found us. Dreams are beautiful, but they're not enough. Dreams without action stay dreams. So we want to take actions. We want to do things. So you could hear all this that we're saying, but if you don't sit down to write down exactly what you want, ladies, the world's not going to know what to give you. Write it down. For us, it was spend more time with our kids, be very present, be there for them every step of the way. And guess what? We're doing that. That's how we're doing it through Land Investing Journey. And I feel it's super easy. So that's why we're sharing this with other moms and other professional ladies here. We want more time with our kids. We want to retire early. I don't want to retire early because if I call this work, it's not work. I love it. I'm enjoying it. I get to meet beautiful ladies like yourselves here, and I love it. So I'm not going to retire from this ever because I absolutely love it. And I'm not just saying that. I hope you feel it that I do love it. So yeah, that may be your goal for you to spend more time with your kids, to retire early, to pay for colleges, to help them purchase their first home, whatever it is, without stress, without anxiety, and simply making money without worrying about, I have to work from whatever time to whatever time and do this much to get this amount of money. That's where land comes in. Okay, let me give you a quick example for those ladies that are new and listening and don't know anything about this because we get a lot of new people that come in. It's very possible if you are working 9 to 5 and you're saving money here or there or trying to pay the bills, I highly recommend many of you to start saving whatever it takes, save. For us, it was my mom taking our cash I mean, not our cash, our checks back then. And she would save it for us because we were too young. We were right out of college. We would go and spend it on travel and the latest purse and the latest shoes and the jeans that were in style back then. So I would recommend if you have someone that could take that money and save it for you that you trust, do it. If not, you're going to have to do it yourself. But save. Once you have 10,000 or 5,000 saved, start partnering up with other ladies that could come up with another 5,000 or another 10,000 to purchase land. Back then I could buy a piece of land for 3 to 10,000. Now you might need 5,000 to 10,000, but it all depends where you are, how the land value is going. Don't let it stop you, but it's very, very possible. And I highly recommend for everyone to start today. Let me give you a quick example. One of our ladies here in the community, and I see her, she's here. I don't know if she wants to say her name. She bought a lot for 3,000 right outside of Houston, Texas. She turned around and flipped it for 12,000. It took her 6 months to do the flip. By the time she purchased it, when she closed and it was hers, to the time she turned around and sold it, 12,000 in 6 months. That's not a dream. She started with a single step. She saved her money. It took her a while to save her money. She looked for land herself. Our blueprint will teach you how to look for it, where to go find it. And you could just drive around. If you see an empty lot, go on to the county. The county records are public, ladies. Use them. Go to the county, check for who is the owner, and send them an offer. Simple as that. But many of you won't do it. That's why we're still here. Yes, I see those comments. Thank you. Ladies, okay. So this is the other thing. You don't have to know everything about land investing, and you don't have to be rich to get started. You just need to start. And right now, listening to this, you're learning, you're taking action. This is action, listening and learning. So again, you don't have to be the one with the money. We have ladies in our community that will be more than happy to lend the money. I'm one of them. I'm happy to lend on good deals. So feel free to reach out if you find a great deal. Legacy isn't just money, it's mindset. Again, this is my favorite part, the mindset. I'm fascinated. I could read and talk about mindset for hours and hours because that's my passion. Because a lot of the times I talk myself out of things because I'm scared or I don't want to make the offer or I'm asking too much or I'm asking too little. They're going to think I'm a fraud, whatever it may be. But I'm telling you, ladies here, don't be scared. It's all mindset. It's all in our minds. So we're talking to ourselves in here and we're scaring ourselves and we don't take action. Here's the truth, moms. Leaving a legacy isn't just about the money. It's about the mindset. And if we start with that, this is the biggest asset you can leave your kids. Let me tell you a quick story. When my parents migrated here, they had no idea where to go, where to start. They didn't know anyone, but they did notice that a lot of the wealthy people in Texas had real estate. So they automatically jumped on that and said, okay, well, they own assets. We're going to start buying real estate. And that's how they started. I remember being young and she would say, come on, wake up. Today we're grateful we have a home. Today we're grateful because we have electricity. We're grateful because we're healthy. We're able to breathe. We're able to walk. And she would name all these grateful things. And she was thinking she was doing it for herself to feel better, to feel great that morning. But she was instilling this into my sister and I. And so we inherit that mindset from our parents. And now we're doing it to our kids. And I highly recommend every single one of you ladies to shift your mindset instead of being worried and fearful all the time. Be grateful. One or two things and speak them out loud so your kids can hear you because mindset is the biggest asset you could leave for your kids and grandkids more than wealth. And going back to where I was going to start with mindset, being more than money that you're leaving your children. I recall vividly my parents saying over and over, if anything happens to us, because they always would say that, if anything happens to us, this is what I want. And they would list everything. But the first thing my mom would say is like, more than the homes, more than the businesses, I want you to keep these books. I want you to read them. Don't give them away. Don't sell them. This box here, and she had a huge box. And she's like, these books, you read them and you read them over and over and you give it to your kids. And I remember that so vividly. And it's huge because it was all about mindset, which now I know it's a key for success, because someone could be extremely wealthy, but if they have a poor mindset, their life is going to be poor. You don't want that. You want the mindset of gratitude, of being happy and joyful and healthy. You want that mindset because that's worth more than money and more than you could leave your children. Your kids are always going to remember how they felt when they were kids, their home. And those are beautiful memories that you want to leave your children. When you step into land investing, you're not just buying properties, you're showing your kids what is possible. You're modeling confidence, ladies, ownership, and successfulness. They learn by what they see. We did an entire podcast. Go listen to it. How kids don't listen. They learn by what they see and do. So make sure you go listen to the last podcast before this. Ladies, think about this. Your kids are growing up watching you flip the land, negotiate, take the cost, take risk, making offers, getting on Zoom calls, negotiating, talking to your mentors about business ideas. They see you and they hear you all day long. What are they going to believe about money and opportunities? It's everywhere. Money is abundance. Opportunities are everywhere. We create the opportunity. We don't wait for it. We create it. We send the offer. We make the call. We take the initiative. We delegate. We do it all because we're not going to sit and wait for anyone. So if they see mommy doing this, they will also pick up. They'll believe it's normal. They're going to think, wow, this is because it is normal. It should be their norm. They believe wealth is something you create, which you do. Again, back to mindset, not something you wait around for. You don't wait for it. That's exactly what we mean when we say raising rich. Raising rich, not just raising wealthy kids, but raising rich mindsets. That's huge, ladies. Raising rich mindsets. Think about that. I want you to leave comments about what your thoughts are about raising rich mindsets. So I wanted to touch base on that first because I truly believe mindset is your biggest asset. Every single one of you ladies, invest as much as you can on your mindset. Simple ways to involve our kids in the business. I am a huge proponent of that. People ask me, other moms will ask me, how do you balance it? How do you balance your business, all your businesses? And how do you balance land investing in your pocket? How do you do it all and then be very present with your kids? Again, for me, I try not to see it as a business. I try not to see it as a work. I make it fun. I try to bring fun to everything I do. I might sound silly to a lot of moms at first. Like she's always joking. But that's the way I try to live my life, to make it fun, to make it enjoyable, and for the kids to see that, oh, she's just having fun making money and making the calls. And that's the way I call life life. It's the little moments that we enjoy. So I try to bring the kids into everything we do. Now, how do you actually bring your kids into this? It's easier than you think, ladies. Start small. You want to start small. You want to make it fun. Don't make it like it's work. Don't. If they see you hesitating, again, they're going to hesitate. If they see you having fun, they're going to think it's fun. Let them help with small little things. For example, if you have a young kid under 10 years of age, which I did a few years back, I would make it fun. I would get them to seal the envelopes. They would seal the envelopes. That's all they had to do. And then I would get the stamps and he knew where to stamp it. Okay, this is where this stamp goes for this, and this is where the sticker goes where we're going to mail it out to. So he enjoyed doing that. He loves shredding. He could shred 24/7. He thinks that's the greatest thing, especially when he was a baby. Not so much now because he's a little older. He likes to help with the web designs, and he's very creative when it comes to that. Show him the maps. My son loves to look at maps. Whatever your son or daughter likes to do, bring them into that. Show them the maps, take them out, let them run a while with the dogs. If you have a four-wheeler, let them ride on their four-wheeler while you're out there looking at land. Bring them along with you. Drive to check out the land. Go see the land. Make it a picnic. go take pictures, go let the kids run around free, fly your kites, whatever it is. Say, we're going to go. What was it? My son used to love to do lizard hunting, the little tiny lizards or frog hunting. So if it was raining and I wanted to go see the property after the rain to see if it was swampy or not, I would tell him, baby, let's go frog hunting. And he would put on his little wet shoes on and think we're frog hunting. I mean, I was out looking at the land, but he would do frog hunting. It was so much fun. Now he doesn't like to do that as much. You just have to be creative with what they like each stage as they grow. Use this opportunity to teach them words like equity, deed, liens, passive income, financing, percentages, terms. All these words are huge that we need in the real estate investment journey for them to learn and know what these words mean, even if they don't use them at this moment, but later they may. It's huge. Imagine your daughter or son growing up with these words in their vocabulary before they even apply for their first job. Can you imagine that, ladies? One of our favorite things that I love to hear is when other moms tell us, especially in this community, when their kids are pretending to play land investors at home, or you ask them what they're going to be for Halloween. Oh, I'm going to be like mommy, a land investor. And it's so cute because they'll put on their little boots, little jeans, because they're going to go out to see land. That's legacy in action. They're taking action, small little actions, but you're teaching them because you're implanting their mindset. You're teaching them new words and they're picking up on it. From deeds to destiny, moms, here's what's powerful. Land isn't just about flipping for quick cash. It's about building something that lasts for decades, for years to come. Every piece of acre you own is an asset that could be passed down. Again, you don't have to sell everything. At the beginning, we would buy something, split it, keep a few, sell the rest to get our money back and reinvest. And I highly recommend, if you don't have the money to invest, partner up. Partner up, ladies. If I could do something totally different than we did when we first got started, is partnering up with someone that has the money. You find a good deal, they give you the money and split the profits. It's beautiful because you didn't put any money down and you get a nice little check and then reinvest it and keep growing it and keep growing it. You're going to love it. In 10 years, you're going to look back and say, wow, I should have done this quicker. Because guess what? 10 years are going to go by anyways. So might as well do something fun that's going to grow your bank account. This is what we mean by generational wealth. The first generation earns it, the second generation multiplies it, and the third generation benefits and expands it. Can we do all those three now? That termingo, we need to do that. We have to do that. If no one in your family has ever broken that cycle before, you get to be the first one. You get to flip the script. Imagine your grandkids inheriting not just property, but the belief they can create wealth. That's destiny working. It starts with you and it starts with a mindset, and it can be done. It will be done. Ladies, we stick together and we push each other here. So here's the takeaway, ladies. Dreams are good, but deeds are better. Every land deal you do is more than a transaction. It's a symbol of you turning vision into reality. It's you showing your children how to create freedom, not wait for it. Ladies, if this fires you up, and I really hope it does, if you are ready to move from dreaming about wealth to actually building it, then join our community of women doing exactly this. This is what we do. This is what we love to do. And we'll teach you step by step how to start flipping your land, growing your wealth, changing your mindset, and giving your kids the biggest asset, mindset with wealth generation. Raising kids with known abundance is their birthright. Remember, from dreams to deeds, from deeds to legacy, that's the journey. And have fun every single step of the way. Don't forget to have fun. Make it fun. You make it fun. Don't wait for the fun. And it's fun. You don't have to walk alone. We are here for every single one of you ladies. And we're going to make it fun because that's what we're about. Fun land investing. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep doing, and keep raising rich minds. We'll see you on the next podcast, ladies. What was your biggest takeaway today? Let me know. Thank you. See you. Bye.